Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Bulldog Show. I'm Darrell Allen, along with Thomasville High School head football coach Jonathan DeLay. Dogs coming off a 40-7 home opening win over the Pelham Hornets last Friday night, Coach. Good way to get the home season off to a start.
Oh, it was fantastic. We talked all week about, you're going to have to be able to tackle. We're going to have to be explosive on offense early in the game and then be great in the kicking game. And I thought we did a great job in all three of those things. We talked about, being focused, being disciplined, and being physical. We did those three things really well.
And we did get off to a good start, Coach. 21 points in the first quarter. That's a fast start.
Yeah, if you'd have told me last week that, hey, listen, Coach, you're going to score on the first drive, stop them, score on the second drive, kick off, they're going to fumble, and you're going to score on the next play, be up 21-0, I'd have taken that all day. And I think everybody would take that. But that's a testament to our kids and how they prepared for this game. They took it. They took to heart everything that we put before them, and that's why they were able to come out and be so successful.
Coach, you talked about last week the defense playing assignment football, doing what you needed to do against this particular, especially against this type of offense. I thought we did that.
Yeah, you have to tackle the dive. You have to have somebody for the quarterback. You got to have somebody for the pitch when you're seeing a split back veer. On that second drive, they went down and got a touchdown. Coach Hodges and the defensive staff did a great job making adjustments, and the kids did a great job of taking those adjustments and applying them out to the field because we kept them out of the end zone the rest of the night. We got a bunch of takeaways, and then the offense was explosive for the most part all night, and we were able to, get a nice win in our home opener. It's great for our seniors, great for our town, great for our community. 2-0 right now. Looking forward to getting another opportunity this Friday night.
All right, Coach, Cam Hill we actually had 279 total yards, 234 through the air, 45 on the ground, 4 touchdown passes. Another good night by Cam.
Yeah, it was a great night for Cam, and he did a great job of reading everything out and getting the ball to the opening guys. And then, the guys that caught the ball, it's not just a quarterback. He's got to throw it, people got to catch it. And those guys up front, didn't allow a sack. He's back there clean all night. Back's doing a great job blocking and catching the ball, receivers catching the ball. What I saw especially were out of our receivers, one, they were blocking downfield. Two, they would run routes when their buddy would catch the ball. They're blocking downfield for them. So it's just a full team effort on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah, Coach, 10 different players caught passes for us Friday night side with 4 catches for 74 yards and 2 touchdowns. Rex Schofield, 2 catches, 51 yards and a touchdown. Nigel Pittman with a touchdown pass, but spread the ball around.
Yeah, and that's the thing. That's what Cam and all of us on offense are understanding is, when we call those pass plays, a lot of times there's 5 guys in the route. So read it out and get it to the guy that's open, and that's what he's doing right now. And he's doing a great job. Him, the receivers, the backs, all getting on the same page, and that's a testament to how they practice from routes on the air to 7-on-7 to team time. They do such a great job there, and they talk to each other. They talk to each other on the sideline. They talk to each other, during the week about, hey, if we're getting this, I like this, et cetera. And that's what you get when you're dealing with a mature team.
All right, Ant Anderson, 10 carries for 76 yards. Levante Cole with a pair of touchdowns rushing. Offensive, our running game trying to get going.
Yeah, we had, we were 170-something yards rushing. I thought that's a pretty good night right there. When you look at all the way on offense, we were about 9 yards a play. So when you're averaging almost a first down a play, that's pretty good. And that's where we want to be. There's obviously things we need to clean up, and that's what football's about. You're trying to, like you always say, try to get just a little bit better each week. And we've worked on that this week, and trying to do some things better, do some things that we've done these past couple of weeks, but also do them better.
All right, Coach, over on the defensive side of the ball, Joe Douglas with 13 tackles, 2 forced fumbles. Joe's off to a good start.
Yeah, Joe's doing a great job. He just came off of surgery.
Yeah.
Joe did a really good job in his rehab of keeping himself in shape so that when the doctor said, hey, you're cleared for contact, he could be ready to play a football game. And, it's evident with his play. He's making a bunch of tackles, 2 forced fumbles. That's huge.
E.J. Bean with 12 tackles, Tyler Abbey with 12 tackles. Keywan Jefferson, 3 tackles for loss.
Yeah.
Those are big.
Those are huge. Those guys all played well. And we knew they were going to have to have a bunch of tackles to beat that team, because you've got to tackle, really, in that offense, you've got to make sure you tackle the dive and the quarterback. The pitch, you got to have a guy for it, but the dive and the quarterback are really where they want to go in their operation on offense.
And, of course, Jakari Meeks coach and Nigel Pittman with fumble recovery, so those are always good.
Yeah, both of those guys with fumble recoveries. Ahmad Thomas had one on the kickoff there. Yeah. That was another big fumble recovery. So there were a lot of really big plays in the game. And there were times when, especially in that second quarter, we were up 28-7. Pelham was driving again. And the play that you don't see in the stats, on the play before they fumbled inside the 10, Caden Walker made an unbelievable touchdown-saving tackle to make them snap the ball again. And on the next play, Joe causes a fumble, Nigel recovers it. So those are the types of things that we're seeing with this team. They're just so locked in and connected with each other on what their job is and doing that job with maximum effort. And that's why they're doing the things that they're doing on Friday night. And all of that comes from their preparation. Not everybody gets to see how these kids prepare, on Monday and Tuesday mornings at 5:30 in the morning, then again Monday and Tuesday in the afternoons during our special teams practice, and then in the weight room how they go, and they love to work. And that's the key. These kids love to put in the work, and we're seeing right now all those results on Friday night.
And Coach, before we get into the highlights, I want to talk about the stadium for a second. I've had people over and over again tell me how great the stadium was. I mean, it's unbelievable.
Oh, it's unreal. I mean, you walk in there every day, and it's just like we're blessed to have something so amazing here in Thomasville. And it's a testament to all those folks that came before and made the tradition that is Thomasville football. And like I always say, it's our job to maintain that tradition. And our kids, they're so blessed and so fortunate. And I think they understand it, when we go and play other places and see, just how great we have it. And there's, like I say, there's some colleges that don't have it the way we've got it. So.
You're right. All right, Coach, well, let's get into the highlights. Beautiful weather Friday night. I mean, it was a great night for football.
Unreal. It was almost cold. Coach Hodges down. I thought he needed a jacket. He's always cold. We get off to a great start here on offense. First play of the game, Vontae goes for a big run, first down. Then we go to our slow screen, back to Vontae. And again, we got offensive lineman downfield blocking. I think that's Eli Hines. And it looks like right there, that might have been Bryce Metcalf down there with him. Then we got a throw called right here. Cam pulls it down. Great job getting us another first down. Had a couple of plays here not go as planned. Little fundamental aspect right there, and then we had a bad snap. Okay. But we don't panic. We come right back. Rex runs a great route. Cam throws a shot right there in between three guys. Dogs up 7-0 after Camden Christie's kick right here. And again, that's a big series right there. Not even 2 minutes in, up 7-0. We kick the ball. If they choose to take it on the 35, defense goes to work right here. I believe we give up one first down right here, but then we force a punt. And again, you could see, there were sometimes I felt like when he's handing that dive off that like the running back's up on top of the line of scrimmage and he's sticking the ball in his belly. I mean, it's so amazing how fast it happens. But you can see there the defense swarming to the ball. They try to set up a little screen right here. We do a good job playing it. Jeremiah sniffs it out with pressure. And then we get a tackle right here, Junior. And it looked like rah-rah right there. Make them punt. Cy saving us some yards right here with a great fair catch.
And that's really big.
Oh, it's huge. It's huge. And then right back to work. Come right back to the little power play we were trying to run earlier. Ant with a big run right there. It's a great job up front by the offensive line. Come back with a little quarterback run right here. Again, Cam does a good job making the first guy running through contact. And then we got another explosive play right there. Little outside zone toss right here. Ant does a good job sticking his pads down, gets a yard. Then we go back to power. And again, Size out there on the perimeter blocking. DJ Sawyer out there on the perimeter blocking. So getting some good things going. Another big run right there to get us a first down. And then we go a little wildcat. Vontae punches it in from about 7 yards out. We go up 14-0 with Camden's kick right here. And then this is where it goes great. So you can see there's 4:52 left on the clock. We kick off. We do a good job. We knew they were going to try to come back to the field. We do a good job making him go backwards, and then he drops the ball, and we're right there. We got so many dogs around the ball, and now we've got the ball. And first play, Cam throws an absolute laser right here, and Nigel makes an unreal catch. I mean, there's 5 white shirts around that ball right there. And what you saw down there is Messiah running open, and that's what Cam and I were talking about. Hey, look, next time we run it, you've got the shallow. We run it again later, he throws the shallow to Rex. So that's the other piece to it, is learning from even our successes. Hey, what else is good? They found it on their second drive and punch it in, make it 21-7.
Couple of good-looking backs.
Man, I'll tell you what, number 5 was huge. We had to chop him down like a tree. Right here, this is an outstanding job by our kick return team. You could see over there by the sideline, Ahmad Thomas and Caden Thomas just knocking their guy out of the picture. Side gets a good return, head into the second quarter.
Dogs up 21-7.
Yep. And then right here, you can see Cy Nigel doing a great job on Leland's catch right there, blocking as he gets around the corner. We come with a little fox right here, and Cam does a good job going ahead and just throwing that one away. But right back to the bubble screen, Rex with a great block, A.J. Hill with a great block, then Cy turned on the Jets right there and got in the end zone. We go up 28-7. Again, still a lot of time left in the ball game. Another kickoff right here. Another great job of not letting him get wide, but I want to see us make that tackle right there. Put a chest on, eyes up, run our feet. Keep him inside the 30 right there, but I'd like to see it back there by that 20. Again, big backs, getting as many red hats to the ball as we can. That's going to be big for us this week too. Again, that thing hits so fast. It's hard to simulate in practice. Our scout team did a fantastic job, though, last week. Right here, they hit a shot play on us. Caden's frustrated right there because he knows that that's one that, 9 times out of 10, he makes that play. But then right here, we don't give in. We don't give up right here. We got a lot of big hits going on. And this is that right there, that's the play I was talking about. That's Caden Walker making that tackle right there, so that the next play, boom, we punch the ball out, we get it back. So that's a play that Caden made right there that you don't see, but if he doesn't make that tackle, it's a touchdown on the play before. So that was a huge play. Again, we had some big play runs, a lot of 14, 15, 12, 10, 20-yard runs. There's that shallow I was talking about. Rex catches it, and you can see Cy, he's going to try to find guys to block after he runs his route. Get the ball out right here to Hunter Blanton. Now, we did have, in the second half, you saw here, we had some ball security issues to the point where when we were going in at halftime, our kids weren't satisfied with where we were, how we finished the half. And it wasn't to the point where they were bickering at each other. They were just telling each other, hey, look, offensively, that's not how we play Thomasville football. We protect the football. It's the most important thing. And that's what's awesome. They came back out and did a great job in the second half. You saw right there, we sniffed out a reverse, and then that was their favorite play action. We repped it all week, and we did a great job sniffing it out right there, forcing another punt. We get the ball back in really good plus territory, and then we go to work. Cam with a great job here, hitting DJ Sawyer on this 3rd and 6 to continue that drive. And then right here, we had a little, Cam's trying to throw the bubble. It's a run play. Vontae's running his run track, and his elbow hits the ball. We made something out of it. We actually got a face mask, and we get the ball moved up in plus territory, and then there goes Vontae again. It's a great job by the offensive line up front because he didn't get touched. So that was a huge, huge play for us right there. We go up 34-7 at the half. Come out of halftime, I thought this was great kick coverage right here, Get the ball kicked in the right spot, and then we get him tackled up right there at the 26-yard line, a nice big hit to finish that right there. And then again, you can just see the defense. I mean, they are swarming to the football. It's how many hats can we get to that ball? And they did a good job driving. You can see we got guys down the bottom of the pile, top of the pile, just doing everything that they can to get that guy on the ground. Only punt of the night right here for us. We did go 3 and out, unfortunately, first drive. But Macari, another great punt right there, 34 yards, no return, great hang time. Here they come right here. We forced them to get out of their comfort zone a little bit and have to throw the ball And when you play them, that's what you want to make them do. They want to run it, and they want to milk that clock, and they want to make first downs. But we forced them to do some things that they didn't like to do. Right there, I was Tyler Ivey, just taking on the blocker and then going and making the play. There's Keymon with one of his TFLs right there. Big play. And then Tyler Ivey batting that ball down right there. Big stop for us. And then fourth down stop right here. They try to come out on the perimeter, we'll get it corralled, and then rah with a big stick right there to get that fourth down stop. And then right back to work. We throw the little bubble screen out here to Messiah. Michael Watts right there did a great job. Open hands, doesn't get a crack back block, doesn't get a block in the back, and Messiah just went and
Pretty
ran
good run
fast.
after catch there, too.
I mean, it's an excellent run after catch. It just go be fast. It was a great down kick right there by Eli Mateo, stopped on the one. We tackle him inside the 15-yard line. That is a huge play right there. Jalen Thurman coming up with a big stick right there on the perimeter. E.J. Bean, he rolls those hips so well when he makes tackles. That's like a perfect form tackle right there. Fourth quarter, we had a running clock. We were able to get a bunch of guys in the ball game. All right, and again, we keep them out of the end zone. Get another turnover, I believe. Yep, we're going to get another turnover here in just 1 second. I believe Dakari Meeks is the one that falls on this one. And then we go to work. Jeremy Jones in at quarterback. But again, there we go running the football. We got it going, and then we go get it on the perimeter. We still feel like we need to go and be fast. All right, be smart about the clock right here and be smart about what we're doing, but continue to just run our offense. Trip Gable on the catch right there, and he does a good job getting north, keeping those feet churning to get us to a first down. And then again, offensive line just leaning on folks late in the game. There's another 8-9 yard run right there. If Jeremy had this one over again, he'd probably tell you I should have pulled that, coach. But again, another tough run. This is a great throw right here to Caden Thomas. Then Caden puts his pads down and goes and punishes as he finishes his run right there. Had a slow screen set up right here. This is actually a really good job. They played it pretty well, so we don't want to put the ball in danger. We just throw it at their feet. Leland with another good run right there. Again, leaning on guys at the end of the game. You got to go finish games with being able to run the football, and that's what we did Friday night. I believe this is the last play of the game right here. Leland about popped it right there. But final Dogs win 40-7. It was a great night.
Good night. Go to 2-0 on the season, and get ready now, Friday night, Coach, to go across the river for the 80th meeting between Thomasville and Cairo. Cairo, syrup pitcher on the line. Obviously, we want to get it back across on this side of the river.
Yeah, I mean, that's what we talked about to the kids. Go get the pitcher. I mean, that's the deal. The last 2 weeks we've talked about, we've put some dates out there to them, some years. This week, the year is 2023 because we felt like last year, we got embarrassed at home, 24-3. We scored 3 points. That's not Thomasville football. And again, just like I said last week, we can't just talk about these things and how things in the past happened. We've got to go and do something about them. And that's what they've done at practice this week. We really have. We've gone out and had 2 great mornings of practice so far. Great afternoon yesterday. Looking forward to this afternoon being another good special team practice for us.
Coach, their home opener, so we know they'll have that little bit of momentum because of that.
Oh, I mean, when you talk about rivalry games, I know that Cairo is going to be geared up for this one. They are a really good football team. They're really big. They're really explosive. They want to run the ball on offense. They want to do a lot of stuff on defense to confuse you. And then when they get to the ball, they're going to strike you. Their special teams unit is probably the best one we've seen so far. So we've got to be on our P's and Q's when we go through practice this week. And, we've challenged our kids every week so far was some type of challenge each week, and they'd answered the bell on Friday. I'm so excited to see them continue to prepare this week so that we can go answer that challenge one more time. But we better be ready when we get across the creek Friday because we're going to get their best game. I know that, you can't even look at records at this game. You're going to get their best shot. And that's the thing that, our kids have to understand is that, hey, you got to go give them your best shot too. You got to go play the best Thomasville football you can play.
All right, first game of this series, 1922. Thomasville won it 39-6. And Coach, you've talked about this before. You coach at Thomasville, you play at Thomasville to play in games like this.
Yeah, I mean that's what it's about. There's so many great games on your schedule when you play at Thomas Field. There's always a big game on your schedule. Every game's a big game, but then you have those ones that are special, your rivalry games, and this one's one of them. When it has a trophy that's associated with it, you know it's a big game, and that cert picture is important to us, and I'd love to see it in our field house in our new museum come next week.
All right, 7:30 kickoff over in Cairo, and Coach and I'll be back with the highlights of that game next week.